Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel The Mad Corner. This is Sayyida Bukhari, and today in this tutorial we are going to be discussing about what are immunoglobulins, what are the types of immunoglobulin, and what is the purpose of these immunoglobulin, how they are produced. So we are going to find a lot about the immunoglobulins in this tutorial, so make sure to watch this video till the end. So guys, let's just begin with the terminology first. Immunoglobulin. So the term can be divided into the two parts, immuno and the second would be the globulin. So the word immuno is telling us that it has to do something with the immune system of the body. So this is for the immune system. Now the second term, there is a globulin, that is telling us that these are certain types of protein, as we use the term globulin for the proteins. So these are certain type of proteins that are produced in our body that work with the immune system and provide the defense against the pathogens, invaders, viruses, bacteria, or any toxin that is being present in our body that invade the body. So these are the globulin that are providing the defense and they are fighting the invaders. The another term for the immunoglobulin is the antibodies. So these immunoglobulin is often termed as the antibodies. What is the purpose of antibodies? We all know that when there is a certain antigen that can cause harm to the body, the antibodies are produced against the antigen. I will write it over here. So against certain sort of antigens, the antibodies are produced. In response to the antigen, the antibodies are being produced in our body. And what is the purpose of these antibodies? To fight with the antigen and to bring the body back to the homeostatic condition or the normal pace, you can say. So if we talk about how these immunoglobulin are produced, so that is the perfect answer for this is WBC. We all know that the blood has three components, RBC, WBC, and the platelets. So the immunoglobulin are being produced by which part? The WBC. So the WBC are responsible for producing the immunoglobulin in our body, as white blood cell are the army of the body or the police of the body. So these are produced by the WBC. If we talk about, if you want to know what is the general shape, structure, or the biochemistry of the immunoglobulins, so these are of Y shape. So this is the shape of immunoglobulin. They are of Y shape. They have the upper end and the lower end, and they have the two short chain and two long chain. We will discuss about that in further in this video. So this is a very basic knowledge about the immunoglobulin. Up till here we have learned that the word immunoglobulin is composed of two words, immuno and the globulin. The first term is referring us toward the immune system and the second term is for the protein. So these are the glycoprotein or the protein that are present in our body that is working with the immune system and providing defense against the antigen. So these are providing defense against the antigen. That could be any virus, any bacteria, any pathogen, any toxin that invade in our body from outside. So these are the purpose of the immunoglobulin, that they protect us against the virus, bacteria, pathogen, any antigen or any allergen. So that's how we're gonna go through that. Now let's just talk about the further structure of the immunoglobulin. Now let's just move toward the next part of the video, that is the structure of the immunoglobulin. So the structure of immunoglobulin is very simple. As I told you that they are of Y shape. So how this Y shape come into existence? They have the two identical heavy chain and they have the two identical light chains. So I will draw the structure over here. So these are the two heavy chain, identical heavy chain, and over here these two are the light chain. Now the first thing about the heavy chain is that they are the long chains. As you guys can see, I have drawn a long chain over here. So these are the long chain, while the light chain are the short chains. Okay, so the light chain are the short chain, and between these two chains, the heavy chains are being connected by the two disulfide bonds. So they have double S, two disulfide bond over here, and the light chains are also connected with the heavy chain by the two disulfide bonds over here. So they also do have the disulfide bond. So the chain structure is basically a polypeptide structure. So it is a polypeptide chain. And further, these chains are divided into two parts, the variable region and the constant region. So for suppose if we take this part over here up till here, half of this, starting of this and half of this. So if we talk about these structures, so over here this is the variable part, and this is the constant part. So what is the term variable? Variable means that it could vary, and the constant part, that means that it will remain the same throughout the life. So the variable part will attach or change according to the need of the antibodies. So it depends upon that. Now let's just go through the classes of the immunoglobulin. So they are basically of 5 types: IgG, IgA, third IgM, fourth IgE, fifth IgD. So the word or the mnemonic for to remember these classes is GAMED, GAMED. So we all play games, so this is the easiest way to remember the types of or the classes of the immunoglobulin. So GAMED, G for immunoglobulin G, A for immunoglobulin A, M for immunoglobulin M, and E for immunoglobulin E, and D for immunoglobulin D. So this is the easiest trick to remember the word immunoglobulin. Easiest trick to remember the classes of immunoglobulin. Now let's just take a quick review about the classes and their differentiation. So the immunoglobulin G is the largest in number. So they are largest in number. You guys can remember that G for giant. So G for giant hota hai. So they are of largest in number. Approximately if we talk about from 100, so these are 75% in the body. Now if we talk about immunoglobulin A, so what is the special thing about A? A are present in the breast milk, in the mucus, or in the blood. So A is present in the breast milk, mucus, or the blood. Now if we talk about the third, that is immunoglobulin M, so M is M for maximum. So they are largest in size. M for maximum. So they are largest in size, of maximum size hota hai, and they are first to respond. This is the very important thing that you should remember, that which antibody is first to respond. So that is the immunoglobulin M, that is first to respond. Now if we talk about immunoglobulin E, so the purpose of E is that E will be seen when there is a hypersensitivity situation. Hypersensitivity due to any allergy. So I can write over here allergy also. So these are produced in response to any allergy or any hypersensitivity. So immunoglobulin E are produced. Now if we talk about D, immunoglobulin D, with the term D you can write differentiation. So they are produced when there is different in the differentiation of B lymphocyte. So so let's just take a quick review over here. We have talked about immunoglobulin G. The G are the largest in number, that they are approximately 75% out of the 100. Now if we talk about A is produced in the breast milk, mucus, and the blood. So this is the most important question that is asked about A, where they are produced, the site of production of the immunoglobulin A. You have to write breast milk, mucus, and the blood. immunoglobulin M for maximum, so they are of maximum size, largest in size, and they are first to response when there is any allergy antigen. So the first to response is the immunoglobulin M. E is produced in response to any hypersensitivity or any allergy, and D is produced in the differentiation of the B lymphocyte. Let's take a close look on the IgG. So the IgG, that is immunoglobulin G, as we have discussed earlier, that they are the major or the major part of the immunoglobulin. So they are of 75%. And if we talk about the molecular weight, so their weight is 1,50,000 something. And the most important part of the immunoglobulin G is that these are the only immunoglobulin that can cross the placenta and provide the natural immunity to the fetus. And they are also being produced in the situation of chronic illness. So when there is acute illness, there will be no production of the IgG, but when there is a chronic situation, there would be the production of the IgG. And they appear late, as I have told you that they will appear late because they are being produced in the chronic condition or the chronic illness. So they will be produced late after the acute injury. So they are appearing late as the first one. And the acute lesion, there is the production of IgM. So in the presence of the acute injury, there is a production of IgM. So in the acute lesion, IgM is being produced, but as this is the immunoglobulin G, so G are produced late, but they persist for the longer period of that time. Now moving to the second, that is IgA. IgA are the second major present in the serum of the body, as the first one was the IgG we have discussed earlier. They are present in the two form, that is the serum IgA, that is present in the serum of the blood, and the secretory IgA, that is present in the secretion of the breast milk, secretion of the mucus. So they are present in the secretion and they are present in the serum, that is the blood. And if we talk about the half-life of the IgA, so the IgA has a half-life of 6 to 8 days, that they are present for the 6 to 8 days maximum against any immune response. Now the third one, that is IgM. IgM is as I have told you that they are of largest size, so they are the pentamers, and they are total present in 5 to 8%. See, okay, we have discussed earlier that 75% present hota hai हमारी body के अंदर, that is IgG. So IgG is present 75%, as we have discussed earlier that IgG is present 75%, and then we have discussed that IgA is present 10 to 15%. Now the third one, that is present 5 to 8% in our body. So these are the 5 to 8% in the serum concentration, and they are of heavy molecular weight, as they are the pentamers, and they are produced in the acute illness. Chronic illness के अंदर कौन produce हो रहा था? In the chronic illness we will produce IgG, and in the acute illness there is a production of the IgM, and they are the first to produce. These are being produced in the acute illness condition, so they are first to produce, and IgG is producing in the chronic condition, so they are the last to produce or the second to produce, but they persist for the longer period of the time. Now the fourth one, that is the IgE. So IgE are produced in the lining of the respiratory or the intestinal tract. So they are produced in the respiratory and the intestinal tract. They have the molecular weight of 1,90,000, and they resemble IgG in structure. So they are also the pentamers. So the IgE is being produced in the hypersensitivity or the allergic reaction of the body. Now the last one is IgD. So the IgD are the last and immunoglobulin types. So they are produced in differentiation of the B lymphocyte, as we have discussed earlier. Their molecular weight, as I haven't mentioned over here, that is 1,80,000 something. So this is the molecular weight, and they also resemble the IgG in structure. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do so, then make sure to like and subscribe to the Math Corner. See you all in the next video. Take care.